Alright, what's going on, folks? I know it's been a while. However, I'm doing a review on the Potensic Atom 2. I know this has been out for a little while, but Potensic just sent it out to me and I'm actually flying it today, and have been flying it for like a week now to actually get familiar with it. But I'm doing this video a little premature of my review video because there was a firmware update that recently just came out. Now, the firmware version is 0.20, and I believe the app version is version 2.6.7, and then the controller version is 0.17. However, the new firmware came out with a few new features, and one is actually a game changer for this. The footage on here is actually good. The regular normal color profile is pretty good. It has this camera has a aperture of 1.8, and it is a 1/2-inch sensor, so it does let in a lot of light. Now I'm going to get a little bit more into the camera specs when I do my video, my review video. However, today I'm going to just go ahead and fly around and share and show you how the log footage looks. This does have a LUT for it, so I am going to use the Potensic LUT and will color grade as well. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so it looks like we're ready to take off. So let's go ahead and take off. All right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and switch to manual. I do have a filter on here, and I know Potensic, or this drone, does not have any filters on the market right now, but I was able to use a filter or filters that I had laying around for my other mini drone. It's not a perfect fit, but you know, they fit and they stay on. So right now I'm filming in 24 frames per second, and I want to film in 4K. All right, so I do want to get my white balance correct. It looks a little bit too hot. I don't know if the auto is correct, but I'm going to take this down to maybe 6,800 and leave it on manual. All right, so let's take this out. And right now I am in the normal color profile, and I will record a little bit in the normal color profile. As I take this out, just record a little bit, and then we'll switch over to the P-log. Now, this camera, like I said, is pretty good. However, it does blow out the highlights just a little bit, just a little, and it tends to over sharpen a lot of the footage. So it can be improved, but for the most part, for what it is, it's pretty decent. So let's take this out to the little train trestle over there, the bridge over there. And as we get closer, I'm going to switch over to P-log. Yeah, it's a lot of noise here. The people over here vacuuming. And also this controller does very well. It's capable of getting up to 10 kilometers. And right now I am at, I'm a little, I'm out there, so is holding up. Granted, I don't have any obstacles between me and the drone right now, but it's still getting a good signal. All right, so since we're out here now, I'm going to stop recording, and then I'm going to switch over to P-Log. So to do that, just go over, into your menu and go down. You'll see HDR, and then you'll see P-Log, and everything goes flat color profile. And what I want to do is go ahead and record now and grade it, and you should be able to see the difference in just a second. Now we'll also put a side-by-side of some footage I took in normal color profile versus the P-Log. Get some shots here. I got a perfect balanced exposure right now, or I did, but it's not bad. I have an Indy 32 on here, which is perfect for this time of day and lighting. Now earlier I was able to catch a train going by. All right, so right now we're at 70%. I went out a little ways, so I'm not going to push it. Just trying to get some shots here for my review. And we're going to go low on the bridge. Bring the gimbal up. Now right now I'm in normal mode. In this wide open space, I think normal mode is appropriate. Video mode may be a little bit too slow. So let's get some low shots here. Just get a crane shot coming up. Ready? And then bring the gimbal down a little as we're going up. All right, that's nice right there. All right, cool. What I'm going to do is go ahead and bring it back. I just wanted to share this with you and let you know, just in case, for those who do have this drone. I don't see too many videos. Actually, I only saw like 2 videos on the review, on the update. So maybe not everyone knows, but this drone here is pretty good so far. I mean, it's not perfect, and like I said, I will get into it during my review, and share my opinion about it. Let's get a pull away, reveal. All right, so while I'm bringing the drone back, I'll show you a comparison between the normal mode or normal color profile and P mode. right, so let's quickly go over how you get this update on your aircraft. Just in case you don't know, it's very simple. Once you connect to your aircraft, turn on the app, you'll see a prompt on the top of your screen. All you need to do is just go ahead and click it and it will start the download. Now the download for my case was for the drone firmware update and also the controller firmware update. And in the firmware for the drone, it added the P-log mode. It also added a one-hand takeoff function and also optimized flight interface icons and also optimize other known issues. And for the remote control update, it optimized known issues, whatever that was. And once all that's done, you should be good to go. So I do plan on kicking out maybe one or two more videos before my actual review. So if you're interested in that, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell for future content. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.